Hello everyone. I have produced a conversion for the M2A4 early US tank turret. Wanted to go over some of that real quick with everybody so that you guys know what you're getting into. So way back in the day, like in 2021, a friend of mine asked me to make a new turret for the older MK models resin conversion that was out, and that conversion was for the Academy 1/35 scale British Honey Stuart kit. So that in mind, I produced this turret right here. You can see that there is some interior detailing right there. I did not do the roof, and that was specifically because it's going to need a lot of support for printing. But all the sides are done. Again, this was meant for the MK models conversion, and now there's been some issue with the Vargas conversion or full kit that's out there, and I was asked to adapt this kit to the Vargas kit, so I opened up the opening in the base. This fits on top of it perfectly. So you get a turret, you get the front of the turret has the openings for the gun and coax to fit in. It does have some of the I'm going to just say some of the forging numbers. It's not the forging numbers, but anyways, it had casting numbers on it from when they made this. It just slides right on the front like so, no problem. This is the mantlet and gun system that I had also produced for it. The main gun is already in there, as is the coax. You'll notice that there's no gun behind it. There's no breech or anything like that. This was, again, meant to go in that Stuart kit, and you'd pull parts from that if you wanted to, but it does fit on there nicely, and you can elevate, have the gun. It wants to kind of sit neutral, slightly elevated, but anyways, those are those parts. And then there is the hatch for the commander, right? It goes on right there. It can be closed, and the way the hinge is set up, you can also have it open. It has the interior detail on the hatch for showing this open. And this was all done because the person I was doing this for was going to replicate the U.S. Marines on Guadalcanal with their M2A4s when they had the hatches open and all that. So that's that. Then I was asked later on to improve a bunch of the details. So going into that, we have the two bars that are on the side of the tankette. They are not identical. One is bigger and deeper than the other, but they're included. The two wrenches on either of the side fenders. This one, you need to, some of the parts will need to have these supports taken out, and obviously this hasn't been cleaned up. But file these down to get the parts off or cleaned up without gouging the resin, but it can be done. These are the air filters, the square air filters for the M2A4. Very delicate. They're the mounting feet that are the proper shape. And I even have the rod, and if I don't keep dropping everything, they have the rod and bar with the wing nuts that holds the bottom of the filter on. It's all there in detail. I'm rather proud of this because it took quite a bit of work, and this was one of the projects that I was first learning all my CAD work on, so it took a lot of doing and redoing. And then I made the correct transfer pipes for the exhaust going into the tank, even though it's coming out and or through the filters and in. Anyways, this right here matches up well with the MK conversion and or the Academy kit. I don't have a Vargas kit, so I'm not sure if this is going to work properly. I'm assuming it will, that there isn't that much difference. But anyways, you get those pipes for either side. You also get the exhaust, and they even have all the correct number of exhaust holes in the back end, proper size, all the straps and set up for that. So those are in good shape. 2 spare 30 caliber barrels that I did up with the cross them. I can't remember which version. I think these are A3s, but these are the ones that would be on the M2A4. And I also did the corrected, the correct front lights for the early M2A4s. They don't have the M3 style. So I have these, and they come with this type, which is with the light filled in and also hollowed out, so you can fill them. I only have the filled in ones to show here, but if with the kit you'll get both. And here, these are the fuel caps. The long handled ones are unarmored. The shorter handled ones are for armored. And then I also have it to where you have an insert that can go into the hull, and then you can have the unarmored top piece out, so you could show them refueling or doing something else. And this is meant to pair up with that. For a detail, there's apparently a little chain that would run between them, but I do not have that on there. And then I was also asked to do the 6-spoke idler. The Vargas kit apparently comes with a 5-spoke idler, and so I made this up. It's also somewhat in progress. I'm pretty sure I got this close, but I'm waiting to hear if there are any improvements that need to be done with it. So the lights, there will be the hollow and the filled ones in what I'm offering, and then these idlers are going to be pretty close, but there might be some small adjustments before with what I release. So just wanted to give you guys an overview of what the parts were and technically kind of where they go. You're going to have to look at the Vargas kit to determine what you want to replace and where these go at this point. But I hope that at least helps you out in understanding what you're all getting and what can be done with it. All right, have a good day.